All right, so today we're going to be talking about adding integers. The past couple of days we've looked at integers. Just to review, integers are numbers on a number line that you can see on a number line. We've worked with these before. They're negative and positive numbers with the 0 in the middle. Okay, so we've been looking at saying which one is greater than the other, or comparing them, adding them up a little bit. But here we're going to be adding up a sequence of integers and giving you a couple strategies to do that. Okay, so we talked about integers as being categorized in gains and losses. A gain is a positive integer and a loss is a negative integer. So this sequence of gains and losses just has my integers all squished together. So it has -3 plus positive 4 and negative 5, sorry, negative 3, positive 4, and negative 5. So this is a loss, then a gain, then a loss. But when we're adding integers, a lot of times we put brackets around them to kind of keep in the negative and the positive. Okay, so this is the same number sentence, same sequence of integers, just written with brackets around it. And this is also shown at the top of page 135. So if you can't see, if you want to look in your book, I'm talking about the same question at the top of the page. So I've just put brackets around each of the integers with their sign inside the brackets. Okay, and then an addition between it, because I'm putting it as a sum of integers, and sum means to add them up. Okay, so adding up -3 plus positive 4 plus negative 5. Okay, so that's what I mean by a sum of integers with a positive sign in between, and then a sequence of gains and losses just has their sign in between. It doesn't have brackets in there as well. Okay, so when I'm adding these up, I want to first combine all the same signs. So all of my gains and all of my losses, so that it's less steps for me. Okay, so here I have a loss of 3 and a loss of 5. So I'm going to add that up to be a loss of 8, added to a gain of 4. Okay, so now I've changed it. I've kind of just combined the different elements. So I've got my -3 or my -3 and my -5 to equal my -8. And then just I've left my positive 4 because it's the only gain in this sentence. And then, so now I have a -8 plus a positive 4. This one's bigger. Okay, this one's bigger and it's a negative. So that means that I have to figure out the difference of these ones. So I have a loss of 8. But only a gain of 4, so that means I'm still at a loss of 4, or a -4. Okay, so through these 2 pages, it's going to take you through a few different strategies to add up integers, including this one where you're rewriting it as a sum of integers. You're also going to be breaking it up into the parts. It's going to give you all kinds of instructions and lots of different strategies in order to figure this out. I'd like you to try all the different strategies, and then we'll work at which one works for you in the end. Okay, because there's always a strategy that you figure out works for you best and you find easiest. So the last thing I want to mention when we're adding integers is that there's a thing called opposite integers, and it just means that integers that add to 0. Okay, so for example, if you had -5, the opposite integer to that would be positive 5. Okay, if you had -143, the opposite integer to that would be positive 143. Okay, the opposite integer to 0 is 0. Okay? So those are called opposite integers. They're pairs that cancel each other out to equal 0. Okay, so we're going to try page 135 and 145 in your booklet, adding integers. And then I'll be posting the answer key later today. Thanks.